Hello everyone, Bob here. Today we're going to talk about 1965's Thunderball, directed by Terrence Young, the same guy who directed Dr. No One from Russia with Love. Guy Hamilton was asked to return as director, but he was so exhausted, as he put it, from his experience on Goldfinger that he was not interested in returning to the franchise. Thunderball was the most successful of the James Bond film in terms of tickets sold, and if you adjust it for inflation, it would put it around $1 billion in today's money, or a little more, and that makes it the most successful James Bond film until Skyfall came out. Now it's the second on that totem pole. Thunderball rode on the curtails of Goldfinger and its popularity. Don't get me wrong, Thunderball is a good movie in its own right, but without Goldfinger coming right before it, I'm not sure it gets to those absolutely insane box office numbers. The plot centers around a SPECTRE plot to steal 2 nuclear warheads from the Royal Air Force, and then they hold the U.S. and the UK hostage and say they will destroy one major city in either country unless they are paid £100 million. This film was originally intended to be the first James Bond movie, but there was some legal rights between Ian Fleming and some of his collaborators. So this one got held up, and is why it became the fourth one. Anthony Dawson, who was Professor Dent and Dr. No, he sat in for Blofeld in From Russia with Love, and he sits in for Blofeld again on this one, except this time his voice is dubbed by another actor. In June of 2013, Christie's Auction House actually sold the watch that Connery wears in this film, and it sold for over £100,000. The original theme song for this movie was going to be Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and they brought Shirley Bassey, who had sang Goldfinger, back to record it. It was realized later that the song, as Shirley Bassey recorded it, was too short. So they modified it, but Shirley Bassey was unavailable, so they had Dionne Warwick come in and record a version of it. Well, after all that, the producers decided they weren't happy with that song because they thought the film's title should be uttered in the lyrics. So, excuse me. So they completely redid it, and Tom Jones recorded the Thunderball theme that is there today. Of course, legend has it he passed out in a recording booth after he held that last note for so long. Whether he actually did or not, I don't know, but that's what the story that's in Bond lore, so to speak. My final rating for Thunderball is 7 out of 10. Like I say, it's a good movie. It's a solid spy movie. It's not as good as Goldfinger, and I think the popularity of Goldfinger is one of the reasons why it reach to that incredible amount of box office success. But it's still a good spy movie in its own right. And they would actually remake the premise for Thunderball would actually be the basis for Bond's unofficial return to the franchise in the 1980s when he did Never Say Never Again. Claudine Auger played Domino. The character's dialogue was dubbed by Nikki Zill. I'm not sure how you say it, and I apologize for butchering it. But she's the one that dubbed the Honey Rider, the Ursula Andres part in Dr. No. But anyway, Domino switches sides. She starts out as Largo's mistress, and then Bond tries to swoo her the whole movie, but when she finds out that her brother was killed, she completely rebels against Largo and ultimately has a revenge on him when she kills him. Rick Van Nutter plays Felix Leiter. Again, the only reason I'm including Felix Leiter in the Allies, again, is because he is recast again. And Felix Leiter is a CIA agent who helps James Bond. Patricia Fearing is a physiotherapist at the health clinic Bond goes to recover after the mission that is completed in the pre-title sequence. Molly Peters is the actress you see on screen, and the voice was dubbed by Barbara Gifford. Paula Kaplan is played by Martine Beswick. She is a CIA operative who is helping Bond down in Nassau, and she is ultimately kidnapped by SPECTRE operatives, and she commits suicide so she doesn't talk. Lastly, for the Allies, Earl Cameron portrays the contact for Felix Leiter and Bond in the Bahamas. Emilio Largo is essentially the big bad of this movie. It's his plan that is put into place to steal the atomic weapons, and he is Spectre's number 2, answering, of course, only to Blofeld. He is played by Adolfo Seeley, and his voice is dubbed by Robert Riety. Fiona Volpe is played by Luciana Paluzzi. She is a Spectre assassin. She becomes Duvall's mistress. Duvall is the person who they impersonate to steal the Royal Air Force's plane to steal the warheads, and she becomes his mistress to get the foot in the door, so to speak. And she tries to kill Bond a few times before she is accidentally killed by friendly fire. Guy Dolman plays Spectre number 4. He is in charge of the operation to replace Duvall with Angelo. Angelo's the guy that they swap him with, and he's eventually killed by Volpe because he accidentally compromises the mission. Okay, Paul Stacino plays both Francois Derval and Angelo Palazzi. Derval is the French Air Force pilot that is assigned by NATO. It's Domino's brother, and he's the one that flying the that's supposed to fly the plane with the warheads on it. Angelo Palazzi is someone who's had surgery and is going to go actually take the place of Derval, and he after he goes through all that, he tries to extort some more money from Spectre, but he ultimately gets killed for that after he completes his mission, of course. Vital stats in this one: Bond kills 20. So that brings the Connery Bond and the James Bond total up to 38 through the first 4 films. Angelo Palazzi kills 6, mostly the other people on the plane. Fiona Volpe kills 1. Domino kills 1, being Largo himself. And, of course, Blofeld kills 1, because he suspects the operative of embezzling. Paula Kaplan also kills 1. Plus, there are several others that are killed in the big underwater battle. Well, that's all there is to really say about Thunderball. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please give me a like. Please consider subscribing to this channel. I try to have new videos uploaded daily. It doesn't always work that way, but that's my goal. Follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Just search for Bob the Film Guy. And for now, this is Bob, signing off.